Welcome to ClearSpot. Imagine electricity flowing smoothly through wires like water through a pipe. Now picture a crack in that pipe and water starts spraying out uncontrollably. An arc fault in a solar farm is kind of like that. But with electricity, it's an unintended electrical discharge. A spark that jumps through the air between two conductive points that aren't supposed to be connected, or where a connection has become faulty. Think of it as a tiny rogue lightning bolt within your solar panel system. This isn't the kind of spark you want to see. It's a sign that something is seriously wrong with the electrical pathway and it demands immediate attention. So why are these little electrical jumps such a massive concern, especially in sprawling solar farms? Well, these arc faults pack a punch. They generate intense heat, super hot temperatures that can easily ignite nearby flammable materials. We're talking about the potential for serious fires. Imagine hundreds or even thousands of solar panels designed to capture clean energy, suddenly becoming a fire hazard. This can lead to catastrophic damage to the solar panels themselves, inverters, cabling, and other critical infrastructure. The financial losses from equipment damage and downtime can be astronomical, folks. It's a real zinger to your investment. The tricky thing about arc faults is that they can be sneaky. They might not immediately cause a complete system shutdown. Instead, they can simmer, creating hazardous conditions that go unnoticed until it's too late. These faults can hide in faulty wiring, loose connections, damaged insulation, or even within the solar panels themselves. In a large solar farm with miles of cabling and countless connection points, pinpointing these hidden dangers before they escalate is a monumental challenge. It's like looking for a very specific needle in a gigantic electrified haystack. This hidden nature makes them particularly insidious and underscores the need for advanced detection methods. Consider the scale of modern solar farms. They're vast operations covering acres and acres of land, all interconnected to generate significant amounts of power. Each connection point, every stretch of cable, and every individual panel is a potential site for an arc fault to occur if conditions are right. The sheer number of components means the probability of a fault developing somewhere in the system over its lifespan is quite high. Without diligent monitoring and preventative measures, a small, initially minor electrical issue can cascade into a major safety incident and a significant financial setback. It's a numbers game, and the numbers are big. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do these troublesome arc faults actually start? It's not like they just appear out of thin air. Most often, they are the result of some kind of degradation or damage within the electrical system. This could be due to things like corrosion building up on connectors over time, which is a common issue in outdoor installations exposed to the elements. Wires might become loose due to vibrations or improper installation. Sometimes, insulation around the wires can get damaged by critters chewing on them, or by abrasion against sharp edges, or even just from long-term exposure to harsh sunlight and temperature swings. Any of these can create the perfect conditions for electricity to take an unintended path. There are primarily two flavors or types of arc faults we need to understand: series arc faults and parallel arc faults. Let's talk about series arcs first. A series arc fault happens when there's a break in a single conductor, like a wire that's come loose from its terminal or has broken internally. The electricity wants to keep flowing along its intended path, but now there's a gap. So it tries to jump across that gap, creating a spark, an arc. Think of it like a drawbridge that's slightly open. The cars, electrons, try to jump the gap. This type of fault often leads to reduced power output before it becomes a more severe fire hazard. Then we have parallel arc faults. These are a bit different. A parallel arc occurs when electricity jumps between two separate conductors that are not supposed to be connected, or between a conductor and a grounded surface. This can happen if the insulation between two wires breaks down, or if a conductive material accidentally bridges the gap between them. This is like electricity finding an unauthorized shortcut, a path of lower resistance it wasn't meant to take. Parallel arc faults can be particularly dangerous because they often involve higher currents and can escalate very quickly into a serious fire risk, as they bypass the normal current path. Both series and parallel arc faults present significant dangers to the safety and operational integrity of a solar farm. While their mechanisms differ slightly, the end result is similar: intense heat generation, potential for ignition, and damage to equipment. Understanding these two main types helps us appreciate the complexity of detecting and mitigating them. It's not just one kind of spark we're looking for. The system needs to be smart enough to identify the signatures of both types of these electrical misbehaviors. It's all about keeping that electricity flowing where it's supposed to, safely and efficiently. Science! While ClearSpot AI S electrical noise detection is a game changer, it's even more powerful when combined with other diagnostic tools. One such essential tool is regular thermal imaging. Think of it as giving your solar farm a regular checkup with a heat-sensing camera. Thermal cameras can detect hotspots, areas that are unusually warm, which can be another indicator of potential problems like poor connections, failing components, or even early-stage arc faults that are already generating some heat. It's like seeing a fever in the system, which tells you something isn't quite right and needs a closer look. Combining the hearing ability of ClearSpot AI electrical monitoring with the seeing capability of thermal imaging creates a truly comprehensive approach to solar farm safety and maintenance. The electrical monitoring system can pick up on the very subtle, early-stage electrical signatures of a fault that might not yet be generating enough heat to be obvious on a thermal scan. Conversely, thermal imaging can sometimes spot issues like cell defects within a panel that might not initially produce a distinct arc fault signature, but could lead to problems down the line. Together, they provide a more complete picture of the system's health. Regular inspections incorporating both advanced electrical monitoring and periodic thermal scans are absolutely key to the long-term health and safety of any solar installation. It's not a set-it-and-forget-it kind of technology, even though solar panels are wonderfully low maintenance in many ways. Establishing a proactive maintenance schedule guided by data from these sophisticated monitoring systems allows operators to stay ahead of potential issues. This prevents unexpected downtime, maximizes energy production, and, most importantly, safeguards the significant financial investment that a solar farm represents, not to mention protecting personnel and the surrounding environment. So, what's the takeaway here? Arc faults are a hidden but very real danger in solar farms, but with smart technology we can fight back. By understanding what they are and how they occur, and by utilizing advanced systems like ClearSpot AI, we can detect these issues early. Don't forget the importance of complementary methods like thermal imaging. To ensure your solar site's safety and protect your valuable investment, I encourage you to learn more. Visit ClearSpot.ai-S website. See how their system can be implemented to provide peace of mind and keep your clean energy flowing safely. It's science working for you. Like and subscribe for more insights. ClearSpot. Smart devices, smarter decisions.